Welcome to MSBT online learning platform. We present you topics of management in a most digitally attractive format to enjoy learning at your comfortable place. Let me introduce myself. My name is Atul Vagurde, lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department, Government Polytechnic, Nashik. The purpose of my presentation today is to look at and going to understand very interesting learning outcome, that is suggest preventive measures of plant activities in given situation. So let's start by looking the learning objective. To understand the important preventive measures, to suggest preventive measures of the situation like handling electrical equipment. So on successful completion of this presentation, you will gain knowledge and understandings of the contents. So just look the following contents. You also look the safety slogan at the right hand corner, that at work, at home, let safety be known. The industry undertakes preventive and safety measures by enforcing proper safety protocols, proper selection of employees, implementation of incentives for accident free days, proper and regular maintenance of machinery, equipments, and in infrastructure facility, and through training the employees in safety. So for better understanding, also observe safety images on every slides. Now let's take a look at the first point, that is safe workplace and working condition. If workplace and working conditions are safe, then you will work with full enthusiasm and dedication. So following points are very important for this concern. So first is passageway between working place, road, tracks and alleys etc. must never be obstructed and enough space to move and operate. For adequate lighting, ventilation, and natural daylight, etc., the heights of the working rooms and windows should have adequate dimensions. Floor must be of non-skid type, satisfactorily plain and easily clean and absorb sound. In enclosed room, to have comfortable conditions to control air temperature, air purity, humidity of air. Proper ventilation is a must if the manufacturing processes give rise to dust, smoke, fumes, etc. Whether natural or artificial, there should be sufficient illumination of adequate color of light, continuous and uniform and free from glare. The next point is select and purchase machines and processes which produce little noise and isolate in separate closed cabin. Now the next point is the safe material handling. Most of the accidents are happen due to unsafe handling of materials. The following points is very useful for safe material handling. The first is to avoid premature fatigue of transport workers. Full use should be made of mechanized material handling equipment. Use mechanical means of conveyance to ensure the safety of the man engaged in material handling. During transport, sharp materials, sharp-edged goods, poles, etc. should be covered. Goods should be piled up such that they do not collapse due to impact or vibrations. All material handling equipment should be promptly repaired and adequately maintained on priority basis. Now the next point is the prevention of electric accidents. So for preventing the electric accidents, the following points are very important. Electrical insulation should be periodically tested. Use proper tools for testing and repairing. Repair work should be done after switching the power off. Use safety equipment such as insulated tools and rubber gloves wherever necessary. Now take a look at the fourth point, that is the safe activities in the following situation. So develop the attitude of safe practice is very important. So first is repair work on the machine should not be done when it is running. All the tools should be kept at their proper places. Chip should not be removed by hand. Workers should be trained about corrective procedure and safety precautions. Constant warning, publicity, and placards carrying slogans are also helpful to reduce accidents. To avoid danger, inflammable material should be kept away from general storage at a safe distance. Fire extinguishers should be kept at suitable places. Now, the next point is the education and training. Ensure everyone has the proper safety training related to the hazards of the job. Take advantages of environmental health and safety online training programs. It is each employee's responsibility to take an active role in maintaining safety. Understand 4 E's of safety, that is engineering, education, enforcement, and enlistment. Now, the sixth point is the use of personal protective equipments. So, depending upon the type of industry, operations, the situations, and any hazardous conditions, you protect yourself by using personal protective equipments to give protections to your whole body, like protection of head, that is safety hard hats, rubberized hats for protection against liquids, ear protectors, protection of face, that is face mask, face shield, welding helmets, then the protection of eyes by goggles of case hard and clear glass for protection against impact, eye cup goggles for protection against flying objects and dust, eye cup goggles related to chemicals for protection against acid splashes, then the protection of lungs, that is airline respirators, cartridge respirators, oxygens or air breathing apparatus, gas mask. So for the protection of the other body part, that is for hand, foot, leg, etc., protective asbestos clothing, gloves, safety shoes, foot guards, safety body belts, aprons. Now the next point is the good housekeeping. Housekeeping means cleanness in building, work area, rest areas, equipments, and machinery tools, etc. These points are very, very important for good housekeeping. The points are: good housekeeping minimizes fatigue and discomfort to the workers and motivate them. It reduces the chances of fire and other hazards. Increases the life of machinery, equipments, and tools. Improves productivity and quality of the product. Better utilization of floor space and enhance the morale of workers. Now the next point is the safe working methods. Always use appropriate tools, equipments and protective equipments. Always remove all rings, bracelets, medallions or anything which could caught in moving machinery or may contact the electricity. Always read the manufacturer's data and information sheets. Do not work when you are tired or taking medicine which makes you drowsy or affects your reactions and concentration. Always ensure your tools and test equipments are kept clean, appropriate, and in good working order. Always discharge capacitors in a circuit and use correct fire extinguisher. So you must follow these safe working methods while working in industry. Now the next point is the accident proneness. Accident proneness is the continuing tendency of a person to have more accidents as a result of his persistent characteristics like unattentiveness and daydreaming, poor eyesight and hearing and lack of stamina, poor adjustment of work, distaste for the job, too much sensitivity and tendency to get emotional, dislike of the supervisor, foreman, etc., lack of training, proficiency and skill to do a work, insufficient intelligence, unsafe behavior of the work, that is intentionally not using safety devices and safe practices. So you must avoid these situations to reduce the accident. Now the next is the safety program. A safety program tends to discover when, where and why accidents occur. A safety program aims at reducing accidents and the losses associated with them. A safety program is a continuous process to achieve adequate safety. So the following points are very, very important for the safety programs. support by top management by appointing safety director, engineering a safe plant processes and operations, educating all employees to work safely, studying and analyzing the accidents to prevent their occurrence in future, enforcing safety rules, holding safety contests, safety weeks, etc., and giving incentive and prizes to department having least number of accidents. You also observe the safety images on the right hand side. Now the next point is the safety awareness. Safety awareness is a constant realization that every employee must have at all times, being constantly aware of how they are operating at work and being able to recognize hazards in critical in mitigating safety related risk. So the following points are very important regarding the safety awareness. So, increasing safety awareness in any organization does not just happen by accident, nor can you achieve continuous awareness through passive engagement. Things like safety posters and flyer may be read once or twice before they start the work. Events like Safety Awareness Week or in-house training sessions can help to bring top-of-mind awareness to certain topics, keep employees engaged. The best way to create effectiveness or effective safety awareness is to build safety into everything you do within your organization. See, mindness towards safety is very important. Now we take one examples for better understanding that how we take the protective measures to reduce the accidents which are happen due to electrical equipments. So first, avoid water at all times when working with electricity. It increases the conductivity of electric current. Never use equipment with fry cords, damaged insulations or broken plugs. If you are working at your home, then always turn off the mains first. Always use insulated tools while working. Electrical hazards include exposed energized parts and unguarded electrical equipments which may become energized unexpectedly. Always be observant of such signs and follow the safety rules established by the electrical code followed by the country you are in. Now the next is always use appropriate insulated rubber gloves and goggles while working on electrical circuit. Suppose you are working in a very high voltage areas or high transformation area, then you must use the ear muff. Never try repairing energized equipment. Always check that it is de-energized first by using a tester. Never use an aluminium or steel ladder. Use a bamboo, wooden or a fiber glass ladder. Always use a circuit breaker or fuse with the appropriate current rating. Circuit breakers and fuses are protection devices that automatically disconnect the live wire when a condition of short circuit occurs. Working outside with underground cabling can be dangerous. The damp soil around the cable is a good conductor of electricity, and ground faults are quite common in the case of underground cabling. So it is better to dig at the cable by hand while wearing insulated gloves. Then the next point is always put a cap on the hot or live wire while working on an electrical board or service panel, as you could end up short circuiting the bare ends of the live wire with the neutral. Take care while removing a capacitor from a circuit. A capacitor stores energy, and if it's not properly discharged, when removed it can be easily cause an electric shock. For high voltage one, a 12-volt light bulb can be used. Always take care while soldering your circuit boards. Wear goggles and keep yourself away from the fumes. Keep the solder iron in its stand when not in use. It can get extremely hot and can easily cause burns. And last but not least is always follow safety rules and regulations. So from this example, I hope that you understand the importance of the preventive measures. So from these slides, I hope that you have knowledge regarding the following points, that is safe workplace and working conditions, the safe material handling, prevention of electric accidents, safe activities, education and training, use of personal protective equipments, good housekeeping, safe working methods, accident prone areas, safety program, safety awareness, and one example for better understanding. So just concentrated one safety slogan in front of you that safety is a matter of your choice and not fate. So I would like to thank all of you for your attention and taking interest.